From land to water, 100,000 acres make up the St. Mark's National Wildlife Refuge, bringing in people from around the world to catch a glimpse of its beauty.
It was just a natural landscape that the Native Americans lived in. The landscape looked quite a bit different than it does today.
David Moody is a refuge ranger. He says the landscape used to be mostly made up of longleaf wiregrass ecosystem, a habitat that was most of Florida's natural ecosystem until the 1930s. This was the same time the St. Mark's Refuge land was purchased and used by timber companies for wood until
in the 1940s and 1950s, the refuge or the federal government would buy that land up for conservation habitat.
Over the decades, rangers conduct prescribed burns every 3 years to maintain some of the natural ecosystems.
That burning replicates what nature does with lightning strikes. Plus, it enables these animals that live and thrive in this ecosystem. It gives them support.
We have bobcats, we have coyotes, we have raccoons, possum.
Terry Peacock is the manager of the refuge. She says there are 2 main species native to this area.
We have an endemic species, called, which is a native species to the refuge, called the frosted flatwood salamander. We have reintroduced red-cockaded woodpeckers. There were original colonies of red-cockaded woodpeckers to the north of the old refuge boundary. We've just purchased that in a few years.
Along with 300 species of birds who migrate through the area, bringing in 350,000 visitors and their cameras looking to capture the perfect photo. Peacock says you may even run into a flamingo.
We thought that he got blown off course by Hurricane Michael because the flamingo is not a common bird up here in the panhandle of Florida. So he stayed here he came in about middle October. He stayed here after that, hung around, then he showed up again in 19 and showed up again in 20.
Whether you're walking the marsh trails or enjoying the shore by Appalachia Bay, Peacock says she wants people to
remember it's their refuge and we want them to come out and enjoy the wildlife and be able to see them in their own habitats.
If you know a person or a place that you feel is totally Tallahassee, we want to know about it here at Sunrise Weekends. You can put your submission under the Totally Tallahassee tab. That's at the top of our page, WTXL.TV.